What's SSH and how do you use it? Those are the questions I'm going to answer in the video coming right up. Alright, so SSH stands for Secure Shell, and put simply, it allows a local machine to connect to a remote machine. When would you need to do that? Specifically when you're working with remote servers at external data centers with things like DigitalOcean, AWS, name your service. SSH allows you to act as if you are on those machines working on their keyboards. That's really helpful for doing things like using Git to update remote websites, remote repositories, using backup commands on a remote server to export data and store it. And it's useful for all sorts of other things. So SSH is actually pretty simple to use. All you need are two things. You need a SSH client, which is standard on Linux and Mac machines. And then you need a SSH server, somewhere you want to connect to. So usually if you're working for like a web development agency or something like that, you're going to have all sorts of SSH servers for different clients. Or if you host all of your clients' websites on one server, you'll just have one machine that you connect to. So to connect to a machine, all you do is go into an app called the terminal. So open that up in your computer. And then you type in SSH space username. And so you'll get this username from your hosting company or from the server. So you'll get this username from your hosting company, whether it's AWS, a company like GoDaddy, or a company like DigitalOcean. They'll give you the username. So username at hostname, and the hostname will be the IP address of the server you want to connect to, or if you have a domain name set up pointing to the IP address, you can use that. So I have a domain name set up in this case. And then you press enter. And boom, you're in. So for you, you're probably going to see a prompt which asks you for your password. When you see that prompt and you start typing in keys, you're not going to see them displayed on the screen. That's there for security. But what you want to do is make sure you type in your password correctly, hit enter, and if you enter the password in right, you'll get into the server. For me, you'll notice that I didn't have to enter a password. That's because I set up something called public-private key pairs. And so on my local machine, I set up a public-private key pair, and then on the remote server, I sent them my public key. And by giving them my public key, it allows me to connect to that server without ever having to enter my password again. If you're interested in doing that and setting up remote public-private key pairs, I'll show you how to do that in the video that will be linked to in the description below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe. We'll catch you later.